Grace and peace.
Baby, oh baby, where you been all my life? You came from out of nowhere, like the speed of light. Hot thing, yeah. Can I see you tonight? Hot thing, can I see you? Yeah.
Let me get my life together. Hold on real quick. Alright, that's a whole lot more better. Hey, man. Let me tell y'all something. I am currently on vacation. As y'all can tell, I'm in my hotel room. It's my bag. Because I just did my third round of 29Eleven. Let me tell y'all. After this year, I needed to get away. I usually try to do it anyway, but like this year, I had to. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a crazy year. I'm gonna do my very best to keep this short. It's a story time. Last year, we kind of knew the direction that we were trying to go, and so this is what we kind of just felt the turn that we needed to take with the conference. And so we had the day sessions, we had the evening sessions. It was gonna be a 2-day experience this year. We had a whole thing planned out. We were gonna have sessions, panels, different speakers. I mean, we had it all planned out. And so, truthfully and honestly, it's something that I noticed with us that was also going on with other people that were doing conferences. I can only speak for Houston. I can't speak for everywhere else, but it was a few people in Houston that were planning events in this same time frame, and it was just something with registration. So registration was just really low, no matter kind of like how you put it, no matter how you kind of try to finagle it or play it, registration just would not jump up off the ground. And so usually registration is that thing that kind of helps you kind of, get funding, so you can, do whatever you need to do. And so when you have a low registration count, that's your money. Like that's like one of your main sources. So it was disheartening not to really kind of get what we've always gotten. And like last year, we got we sold out. And the reason why we sold out was because we did have a cap on it due to COVID. But not only that, but we also had virtual registration. So we had we capped out of our registration last year. So we just knew this year we were going to do the same, and that was absolutely not the case. So this year we didn't know what to do, and so I just really had to pray and ask God, what exactly are we gonna do? But throughout this time, it was rough for my whole entire team. One of my admin, her father passed. One of my friends, he was in the process of moving. That just turned upside down. It was a lot going on, and so I was just like, Lord, I can't even lean and depend on my team, because it's life is lifing, and I don't want to be, an extra burden. And so I had to do a lot by myself this year, which I really didn't care for. And we had people drop out. I had people who were over stuff, and they just dropped out. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? Because one of the main things people kept preaching to me between the very first year we did it and last year was delegate, delegate, delegate. And it's like, yo, what happens when you delegate and then the people that you delegated to back out? I mean, I know you're supposed to find somebody else, but literally in the space that I was in, I didn't even have the energy to find anybody else, because I didn't even know who to find, because I really felt like the Lord told me to, use you, because I know you have the gifting. I know you have this and that. And so it was like, well, I don't even know who else to call. Number one. Number two, I don't got time to, even find nobody else. And number three, you know, stuff fell because it was just not, it just wasn't taken up on. So this year, no one really got attendance, but attendance was good. No one got a head count, and we forgot to do all of that. Literally, by the time midway this year, we just like legit almost, we didn't like really start planning this thing out. So the thing is, we had it planned last year. However, we probably didn't start doing actually what we needed to do until a month before. And that's just real life, and that's just real honest. I'm just gonna keep it real because of just how life was going. That's literally pretty much what happened. We didn't do anything pretty much until that month before. And it wasn't even stressful, really, honestly. It wasn't stressful. It was quite easy, to be honest with you. It was quite easy. So by the time we got to August, it wasn't bad. So we had Friday and Saturday. We had praise and worship. We did Moving Word. They danced twice. We had a tribute to my mother. We had Fresh Wind Dance Ministry. They came and danced. Prophetic Global Movement. Fresh Wind Prophetic Global Movement. They ministered. And then we had the preaching DJ, Lady DJ. She preached us down. And then Saturday we had my sis JK. She just like ate the room up. Roy Williams, he ate the room up. My bro Alan, and my sisters Emerald, Makia, and also my bro Dariante. And they just really navigated that room, and they plowed all night long on Saturday night. And then we also had Moving Word and the Impact Team. We both ministered, and it was really crazy. However, one thing that this whole experience taught me, I learned several lessons because I was going through all of this, and my mind was like really ate up because I just didn't understand why a lot of the stuff was going on. I don't even know how to put it. It was just really crazy. I started kind of seeing people for who they were. And it was hard to receive it, but I had to accept it during this season because it was just, people were really showing up and showing out. Not in a good way, like in every worst way that you could think of. That's how people were acting. And people with half committed yeses, and all of that. And it's like, I've always been that person you'll be there for people on a consistent basis. I'm always there. I have no car. I don't have a desire yet because of my own issues. But like, I make it where I need to be. Like, I'm gonna find a way. If somebody asks me to do something across town, 45 minutes away on the north side of Houston, somehow, some way, I will be there pretty much every single time. If I tell anybody no, it's like because I like legit cannot do it. Not because like I don't want to do it. Like, I do things that I don't even want to do because, not that I'm trying to people please, but it's just because like I love what I do, and half of the time it's based on how I feel like our relationship is. Like, I may not feel like dancing at somebody's event, but because me and you are tight, sure, we'll do it. I'll bring the group, we'll do it. But this year really taught me the power of the word no. Hey, whoo, didn't you feel that? But legit, it taught me the power of the word no. And I am definitely I am no longer going to allow myself to get back to a place where people can do what they want to do to me, and I just kind of just brush it off. This, and literally leading up during the entire conference, stuff was going on, and even in this same instance, And it's like I have brothers, both brothers and, people that I call family. And it's like I just kind of really found out that they not. And I don't think it's not that we weren't ever that, but I just think seasons change and, time just does that. And so I had to accept that, and I'm still accepting it because it's very fresh, especially one. It was just very fresh. But I absolutely, I learned that, you just gotta be able to take the punches and take the punches well, because they definitely are gonna hurt. Like they're gonna hurt like hell. But it's how you take the punches that makes everything. And really kind of just keeping that faith and trust in God, because honestly, I did not want the weight of not making budget. Like I legit wanted the budget to be made before the service was even started, before we started the entire weekend, because in the end we canceled all of the morning sessions. We made it a 2-day experience instead of a conference weekend. Usually how we classify that if we have stuff going on during the day and at night, that's more so conference. However, if we just do nights, it's more revival like, or we just call it like an experience. So that's basically what we were like. It's just going to be a 2-day experience. So in doing that, it definitely cut our costs down. However, it just never seemed like to raise this money. It just wasn't. We had fundraisers, like barely anybody. We had a few people be a part of our fundraiser, but it wasn't like that. So, we just did not know where this money was coming from. And so that was annoying me. I'm sorry. But we just didn't know where the money was coming from. And so literally God, during like the last few weeks, because I was at a point, I was so frustrated, I was so angry. It was a lot going on in my mind, and I was like, God, just I want to say it was like 2 weeks before, I was like, God, just please do it by Friday. That was my declaration at the beginning of the week, and I posted it on Facebook. I was like, can y'all just believe with me that God is going to do whatever, God is going to perform a miracle by Friday. By Wednesday, I had my first miracle. And then like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, this stuff just started lining up into place. And then by that last Friday, the Friday before 29/11, I want to say we made budget. And everybody was paid for. Didn't have to worry about paying nobody, paying the building, paying for nothing. Everybody had their money. And it's not like we waited to the weekend to pay them. We paid them in advance. Hey, woo. We paid them in advance, and it was a great thing to be able to do that. So we weren't like in the service, or like right after service, or like, oh Lord, let's look at all right, what's your cash app? Okay, we didn't have to worry about that. And so that's one thing that was really great. But in the end, really just believing that God is going to do what he said he's going to do is extremely hard, because it was hard for me to believe it. It was hard for me to even see it. My faith was definitely fractured and at an all-time low. But I was definitely reminded that he's done all of these things before, and it's just he's going to do it again in his own timing. But definitely I experienced the power of declaring and decreeing a thing, and that thing coming to pass. And he showed up days before I declared it to happen. I asked for it on Friday, and actually it was a few people in the comments section. They were like, we decree by Wednesday. So even them, and having that faith with me to say that by Wednesday that I will start receiving that miracle that I needed, it happened. And so it renewed my faith, and it renewed my trust in him that God is still God, and God gonna continue to be God. And legit, I'm appreciative of it. I truly am. But really, all in all, this year was probably one of our smoothest years, and so I'm ever so thankful, that God allowed us to do this thing again. It was just, it was amazing. People got what they needed. I've heard the testimonies from a few people, and it was really what they needed, and that's really all that it's about. And that's all it's about, that people get what they need. So, their lives can be changed, and God will forever be glorified in the decisions that they made. So, but that is basically it. I just wanted to, I know everybody kind of wanted to know kind of like how we did it, and how it's going forth and stuff like that. But like, this is like legit it. I may do like a Q&A while I'm still here. I may put it on my Instagram, and then I can do a Q&A for like more like specific questions, and I can answer them for you guys. But other than that, that's all I have for you. Please receive this as a love offering and as a token of my love and appreciation, because listen, this has been a long time coming. I was really trying to give y'all a video before the conference, but it just, anyway, more grace. But I fly out on Thursday so I can be back at home on Friday. It's so much going on this weekend. It's Metanoia. That's a Dance and Mom conference by my bros, Mike and Ike, and Destiny Mime. And then also on Friday night, we have church, All Nations Houston. Hey. We have church. And we have Pastor Brandon Clack joining us this weekend. And so we're just excited to receive what the man of God has to say, because y'all know Clack can be taking the saints out. And so we're ready to see what's going to happen on Friday or this weekend as a whole. So, all right, y'all, that's it from me. I appreciate it. We'll talk soon. More content coming soon. More grace.